This winter, our temporary exhibition in Longleat House will focus on some of the original books that have inspired this year's amazing Festival of Light Lanterns. And they include works such as Winnie the Pooh, Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland, and some illustrated versions of some classic fairy tales by the Brothers Grimm. Among the books in the exhibition are illustrated versions of traditional fairy tales written by the Brothers Grimm. And these include illustrations of many of the traditional fairy tales that are featured in this year's Festival of Light, including Rapunzel and Hansel and Gretel, with this amazing image by Rackham showing Hansel and Gretel arriving at the gingerbread cottage of the witch. The most significant item that we're including in the exhibition is this volume of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. This edition is known as the suppressed edition. This was the first edition of the book that was published in 1865. But the illustrator, Sir John Tenniel, was so unhappy with the way that his pictures had been reproduced that they ordered the series to be destroyed. Only 22 copies are known to survive, and this is one of them, making it incredibly rare and incredibly important. In the collection we have a number of first editions of different books that the character Peter Pan appeared in. Peter Pan first appeared in a short story by J.M. Barrie called Peter Pan in Kensington Gardens. And interestingly, he doesn't appear as the Peter Pan as we know today, but as a very, very young baby who was flown out of his nursery in Kensington Gardens and goes on various adventures. When Barrie later wrote the book Peter and Wendy, the character had developed into the young boy who goes on his adventures to Neverland that we know today. We'll also be including in the exhibition some of my favourite books, the Winnie the Pooh books by A.A. Milne. A number of the books that will be in the exhibition are first editions, some are also signed, and that is true of these Winnie the Pooh books as well. One of my favourites is The End from Now We Are Six, which we actually have the original illustration for here in the Longleat collection as well. And it goes, "When I was 1, I had just begun. When I was 2, I was dearly new. When I was 3, I was hardly me. When I was 4, I was not much more. When I was 5, I was just alive. But now I am 6, I'm as clever, so I think I'll be 6 now, forever and ever."